So what else is going on at the church coming up?
Let's see here. We have two fat lardies in June. Is that where we're going next?
Yep.
We're gonna try to have a little smorgasbord of two fat lardies games. We'll have two in the morning and two in the afternoon. I think Chain of Command will be one. All of these will be learning games for everyone. Chain of Command will be one. I forgot the second one off the top of my head. And then in the afternoon, we'll have What a Tanker and What a Cowboy. Um,
I think sharp practice
oh
is the
yeah,
other one in the morning.
yeah, sharp practice. That's it. So yeah, we're trying to get two Fat Lardies games out there. It's a good system, good rule sets usually, and more in depth, more historical. I feel a lot of times. So good stuff.
And then July, you're going to the Veterans Convention?
Well, we're all going. We're all going to be up
Oh,
there.
okay.
We're all going to go up there, and we're going to go to this convention. And yeah, I'm going to be running for the Vietnam veterans up there. Their bolt action tables once again. It's a pretty good event. I meet a lot of people from NorCal. There's some good groups up there. Same, I would imagine it's similar to the Strategic Con. There was a board game room. There was a giant room of games. Star Wars, Legion, Bolt Action, just every, game, Warhammer you could think of. And then got, people selling rules that they have written and then old board games that they're selling. So it's a good convention. And then the Vietnam Veterans Auxiliary, which is the wives, I believe, of the Vietnam veterans. They sell food like chili dogs, and so it's a good time.
Sounds really cool. Now, anyone that doesn't know where Clovis is, if you know where Fresno is, then you know where Clovis is. And if you don't know where Fresno is, I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know.
kind of proud of you, actually.
Are you on the left coast? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not on the left coast. So that's going to be fun. That's a
Yeah.
drive. So it's about
Yes.
5.5 hours from LA.
Um, I
Is
don't.
that a 1 day con, a 2 day con? Do you have any
It
idea
goes
how?
from. I'm sorry. It goes from the 12th to the 14th. I'm just gonna be up there on the 13th. Running. Well, I'll go up on Friday the 12th and just play games Friday night, and then run the bolt action on Saturday all day, and then probably drive home Sunday. So I did rent a hotel room up there. It's right across the street from the event, so it's real nice. And they have a little quaint downtown um, area afterwards. So we went out to eat. It was nice. Um,
And what hotel are you is like
um,
on is it a
you know,
four
I
star, a 5 star?
oh, it's the Ritz. It's the Ritz Baltimore. I forget what it was, Best Western, or I forget
Hmm.
which. There's two choices. There's one down the street, and then there's one right across the event. So
Yeah.
it's like a
Awesome.
little small town feel. It's right next to Fresno, like you said. So you have the big city right there, but Clovis has still has a small town feel to it. So
Are you going, Phil?
I am not sure. My mother-in-law lives in Paso Robles, so theoretically that's only a couple of hours away. So it would be a short drive if I went up there.
I don't remember it being 5 hours. I think last year it took like 3.5, maybe.
Okay.
Let me see.
So you do about 85, is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I think it takes about 4 to get there.
Yeah, yeah. I
But it depends
have
on where you
3 hours
live.
and well, from my place in Camarillo, it's 3 hours and 45
There
minutes.
you go, bragging
Oh,
again.
okay.
Yeah. So for us, it's about 4 over-ish. And if you want to
Mhm.
stop for gas and eats, then you can plan on 5 as being kind of a rough ballpark.
Right. Yeah,
Do
no,
they
that's good.
do they have a web page for the event or anything at this
You know
point?
what?
Or
They're still getting it together. I'll have more information shortly. Usually about April, I think they had everything
cool.
last year.
So
Yeah.
you
We'll
can
talk.
look on our site, Left Coast Gamers. You can look on Major Wellington's, and I'll pass it on to HMGS BSW.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah.
yeah, so that we have that going on. But again, I went on during the break, I went on to find out, I had reached out and found out that they will be selling Achtung Panzer at Gameology as well as Brookhurst, but Gameology is closer for me. And at the Realm. Have you either played at the Realm?
No, where's this?
It's in Lakewood, I believe.
Okay.
So
Okay, remind me where Lakewood is.
Anaheim, Orange County.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of, well, it's kind of east, I think, southeast. It's
Mhm.
called The Realm Games, and it is on the map. It shows it as being on the near Brea, if you know where that
Okay.
is.
All right. Yes, the tar
Um,
pits.
right? Well,
No.
no,
No?
don't do that. Everyone's gonna be looking downtown. I found the part pits, but where's the Brea game? Oh my gosh, Left Coast Gamers just totally lied. It's on the 60 and the 57, so it's not that bad.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's closer than like Pegasus Hobbies, which is quite a distance. I bet Pegasus Hobbies will have it as well, though, but I would rather check into the Realm because I haven't been there yet. They play a lot of Flames of War there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the owner actually plays Flames of War, and he goes around and plays Flames of War at the other venues.
That's
So
always fun.
yeah, that's always fun.
And Paul, when you say Gameology, you mean the one in Upland?
Yeah, because the other one is
Yep. The other one's
so
gone.
sadly gone.
And
Yep.
then I had some news about what is it? What is my place I always forget? Geeky Teas?
Oh
Geeky
yeah.
Teas?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I
They're
heard this
moving.
news too.
They're moving.
Why didn't you put that on the schedule? I'm so mad.
It just hit me like a lightning bolt.
What happened? Where are they going?
No,
I
they're
think they're going
upgrading
bigger.
to
Yeah, bigger.
13,000 square feet.
That's good.
So I wanna try to start using that place too for us, you know.
Yeah, it's closer to me and Phil
It's
than it is for
it's
you.
closer to me than Pasadena, so
Yeah.
that works, you know.
So the thing is it's Phil and I are quite a distance from each other, but not as much as we are from Mark. And the thing about Mark is if we want to meet halfway, there is no such thing. I mean, the church is kind of, well,
Yeah,
no,
the church, or I mean, Game Ogre, but it's like we need somewhere in like
mm-mm.
Las Virgenes, I think. Is that where we need somewhere? Las
Well,
Virgenes area?
you take about 30 minutes to get to Game Ogre, is that right?
Yeah, 20, 25 to 30, you know, depends on
Yeah,
what's
and
going
that
on.
takes me 50.
Okay, so
And
we
if
need somewhere
that's without traffic. And then
just 20.
yeah, Geeky Teas takes me about 20 or 30, and for you it takes like 50 to an hour, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So we just
And then how long does it take you, Phil?
It's maybe 45 minutes to get to Geeky Teas and little less to go to Game Ogre.
Yeah, so there's
okay.
really nothing. The church is actually probably the most central for
Yeah.
all of us. Because how long does
Yeah.
it take you, Phil, to get to the church?
Less than half an hour.
Yep, same here. And
Mine's
then
40 minutes. So
which
yeah.
is only 10-minute difference. So
Yeah. So no, it's nice. So that general region, I think we should start, you know.
well, we should really focus on the church and really try to get that going because Dan is I mean, he's all about community anyways.
For
you
sure.
know.
For sure. For sure.
That's his whole raison d'etre, kind of, isn't it?
It seems like it.
Yeah. So yeah, Geeky Teas is expanding. They're moving out
Nice.
of their space, and Phil, Mark, and I played there and really enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've been there once, and it's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, they
The
have
the parking seemed nice.
But it fills up really fast at night. And
Right. Okay.
But street parking, you were able to park on the side streets without any trouble either.
Yeah, there's a neighborhood right there. It
Yeah.
seems. Well, I'm not sure where they're moving though. That's the deal.
They didn't post that in their
on Facebook it says they got the address now, so it's 900 Alameda Avenue in Burbank.
Oh, that's much closer to me.
Burbank. Okay.
Yeah, Alameda is. It's right off of the 5.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember where they were before comparative to that, but
well, they're way up on Magnolia. So you said 900 Alameda?
900 West Alameda in Burbank.
Okay, so let's find out where that is.
As we all bring up Google Maps, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really close to the Betty Davis Park.
So that's 50 minutes. 50 minutes from me.
So it is really convenient for me because that's right where the 5 and the 134 meet.
All right.
And so that's really nice. There's a Starbucks literally next door.
Okay.
And
Google Maps
yes,
says I could get there in half an hour, which is no traffic this time of
yeah,
night.
right. Yeah, that's going to be much different.
Yeah.
Um, and it looks like they are going into a suite. So, oh, it's right next to Phil's barber. I didn't know it was next to your barber.
It's my secret occupation, yes.
So that's exciting. And if you haven't been to Geeky Teas, you need to go before, and then you can compare the old place to the new place, because I think that's going to happen in June. That's what they were
It's
saying.
saying May 1st on the
Oh, okay. They updated it then. So it's May 1st. That's exciting.
it says they have 130 parking spots.
Wow. Yeah, it does look
Wow.
like that. It does look like they have a humongous parking in the back.
Because
There's
they're in a
a
little mini mall.
yeah. There's also a healthcare rehab center, and they probably don't get a lot of business. Uh that didn't come out right. Um
I'm gonna ignore
anyways,
that.
I
Keep
can't
digging. Keep digging.
keep digging. Your hole's not big enough. You can dig deeper. So that's exciting news. But we
Nice.
are all thinking maybe we should get some more efforts into playing at the church, which
Yes.
you wanted to say we're going to meet once a month there. Is that right?
That's what we're gonna try and do. I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, I there's nothing.
Dan's always open to it,
Yeah.
even just an open game if everyone just wants to bring their games and play. So
It depends. I know some months, like this month, is bad for him because of Easter and stuff like that coming up, and but we could try and do every month, yeah.
yeah,
Okay. And I'm going to get Octoon Panzer, so I will, once I get it, I'll bring it. That's going to be,
we expect you to be the game master for it then.
I will be the game master. I have so many tanks. It's kind of pathetic.
Okay.
Um, so that'll be exciting.
When are you done with your robots?
That will end right at the end of March.
Okay, so maybe this summer we can get a Achtung Panzer.
Well, if it's done in April, then we can play in it's out
May.
in April. We can get a game maybe in that April gaming slot that we have.
Well, it depends. It's shipping from England. Sometimes it takes a minute, but we'll see, huh?
Yeah, I mean we'll see who gets it
Mm,
first, and of
right.
course Troy has a copy, so we're not going to mention him other than maybe in some,
Nice.
yeah, he's not being nice about it, sharing it.
He's a famous reviewer, so he gets copies like that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had some name for their group, like they're on fire or something, or
oh, okay.
they're
Nice.
hot with Warlord or something. I don't know. John Russell's best buddies, besties.
Nice. Well, we'll have to make that. We'll review your game. Just send it to us.
Yeah, so we got lots of
Mm.
cool stuff. Um, Xander's, can you tell us what happened at Xander's? Because something cool happened at Xander's.
Yeah, she did a remodel there at Xander's. She moved over. I don't know if you remember, Paul. There was a game wall where they could rent games, selections, in the corner there. So she moved it all to one side. So all the games are now on one side. So while you're playing at the tables, you're not having to worry about customers wanting to look over your shoulder and see what game they want to select and stuff. So it's a lot more gamer friendly in that regard. And then, she's like an official Lorcana dealer. So that's been filled up lately just to the brim with tables. So been tough to get a bolt action table. No, just kidding. But no, it's been great for them and real full with all that. And then BattleTech and Warhammer are big there. And I think you mentioned the D&D girls that were playing
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a big D&D group there, like lots of different D&D groups running there. So yeah, it's a great place to play games.
And Bill, how's your neck of the woods with Lost Planet? Is that where you're hanging out still?
Yeah, I played BattleTech there actually yesterday, and that is where the Blood Red Skies is going to be on March 17th.
Now,
Okay.
is Blood Red Skies, is it so squadrons, like you have
Yeah,
5 guys, 6 guys?
up to 6 usually. I mean, it's usually 4 through 6 planes. You could basically the better you could you buy your planes with points. Basically, you get 500 points, and that pays for your planes and pilots. So
Can
you
can you have Pappy Boyington real aces?
yes, you can. There is actually a Pappy Billington card. I do not own it, but there is an ace pack with Pappy Billington in it.
Okay,
Th-
cool,
th- there
cool,
are
cool.
several aces in the game, and I have some of them.
All right.
When I played, it was challenging to play 4 or 5 planes.
Um, you do have a lot to keep track of when you got 6 planes under your control. Yes, that's why it's usually better to have maybe less planes but better quality pilots for your introductory game. Maybe 3 or 4 planes and make them all veterans or even aces.
Now, is it like X-Wing, each plane has its own move?
Uh, Not really. Pretty much most planes could do anything. Each plane basically has a card with their special abilities on it, and so different planes have different abilities. Some of the abilities let you turn tighter than other planes.
Right.
Some abilities let you absorb damage better. Um, but
Speed.
each plane basically has 3 stats: firepower, agility, and speed. And then your pilot's his pilot skill as well.
Mhm.
But you do have move markers that you place down to move the planes, right?
There's a movement ruler, and basically you just move straight. You only really move. Most planes only move at the end of they turn at the end of their turn, so they fly straight and then they do a turn.
Uh-huh.
You can do Immelmans half in the middle of your turn if you wanted to and stuff like that. So that break it, but most planes only move straight and then turn at the end.
Have you played X-Wing, Phil?
Yes, I played a
You
lot
know,
of
so
X-Wing.
do they
We
have those little
Nope,
like
no those rulers. Nope, no
no, okay.
rulers.
Okay.
They just have the ruler that marks how far you move, and then
Yeah,
you pivot. I
Okay.
found that the game, it has this disadvantage, neutral, advantage
Right.
positioning that you place
Right.
the plane in, and that kind of dictates kind of who moves first and who moves second and that sort
Right.
of
I
thing.
saw that. I
And
saw that.
that's really the core of the game. You're really focused on
Um,
how, because you could like jump out and shoot and then just get dogpiled,
yeah.
so you have to be careful. Or you could be left out in the weeds and wondering when are you going to get into this combat.
right.
Yeah, normally you could only shoot at a plane at a lower state of advantage than you are. So so the advantage planes could shoot the disadvantaged planes, but not vice versa. So
But
it's
there's three states, right? There's natural.
there's a neutral as well. Yeah,
So,
but
but you can only shoot at or
down.
down, right?
Yeah,
But you can shoot at. So two
no,
neutrals, no. So it
no,
always has to be down.
yes,
Okay, so
Hmm.
neutrals can shoot at disadvantaged, but not at advantaged or neutrals. And
correct.
then advantage can shoot at everyone except advantaged.
Yes,
Okay, so
Hmm.
that's something we weren't doing. So we weren't playing right. It's playing
there's a
with
lot.
someone that had just bought it, and so we kind of both read the rules and
That's
messed them
always
up
Yeah.
real good.
the
Apparently, we
the
messed
first
them up.
time you play that happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
any
You
game.
got
Yeah. So
that's how you
that's really
go.
cool. And your models look really great, Phil.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
got a lot of decals on them. Yeah, that decals really help. Third party decals.
And we were talking
Yeah.
about it last time. You like did 3 painting attempts on your zeros.
Yeah, so zeros could look better. They're done, and I'm good. They're good enough to use on the table, so they'll survive,
Yeah.
or they'll get shot down, but they're done.
I heard the decals are difficult.
I think decals are super easy because I've
Oh,
built
okay.
scale models my entire life, so I'm used
Okay,
to doing
so
them.
Do you use
that
Sol or Set?
I
Microsoft?
just use the saw.
Okay.
I don't need this. I don't think I need to use the set ever. I tried it once. I'm happy with the saw. The saw works great.
Yeah, I only use the Sol. And then do you put a coating of like a top coat of like
Oh yeah,
yeah, to
yeah.
keep it down, yeah.
At least 2 coats. Yeah.
And do you just use like a spray varnish or do you like just put brush on?
I use brush on stuff. I rarely spray something this small. I'll just brush on stuff. So yeah. It's
Yeah.
just easy. It's just quicker. I don't
Do you
care what
do, do you do that, Mark? Do you put on sealer?
Yeah, I just use a spray though.
Oh
I do
yeah.
a spray varnish.
Yeah, I bigger models I use the spray. It's been so long since I've used the brush on. I just find that the spray goes faster and I can get a whole group of minis
Yeah,
done.
that's what I do.
Yeah. So that's exciting. We want to play some Blood Red Skies with you too. I own the game.
Sweet.
March
Yeah,
17th is the next public date. So yes.
I bought the
Very
version
good.
that has the 72nd models.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bigger. Oh, okay.
because we've talked about that I have this whole Mustangs and
Mustangs and
Messerschmitts.
Messerschmitts.
Yeah. So I have all those, so we could play it that way as well.
All right.
That would be intense, but
Yes.
fun. And then we talked about maybe doing a Mustangs and Messerschmitts at the church because that would be
There's room
I-
for it if we took the tables out of the way.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
push the tables out of the way.
Yeah.
It's an outstanding game, and the modification I have makes it really fun to play and easy to learn. I can teach you it literally in 5 minutes, and then
Perfect.
you're playing, but it's so like heavy tactical decisions.
All right.
Yeah, so that would be fun to do as well. We got lots of things that
Yeah.
we want to do, but not enough time.
That's right. So much fun, but so little time.
Yeah, Paul, and actually I'm looking at right now at the Achtung Panzer stuff and they sell separately, they sell tank crews. So I'm thinking maybe the game requires you to have separate tank crews after you bail out of your tank or something like that.
Yeah, but you can
Like
just use bolt action figures for that.
you can't use infantry to be tankers. That just sounds wrong.
I know.
You need to get the tanker models.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's
Can you
nice.
convince my wife? Is that helpful?
Nice.
It's only got to be a handful of models for a tank crew. I mean, how many models are going to be in a tank crew?
Yeah, and I don't know the game at all, so I don't know. Like
Yeah.
in some games, you roll for each survival, and so you don't get the whole crew. And
Yeah.
there's
And they
that
might
aspect
just
to it.
be, it might be extra, like, looks maybe. Who knows? You got to play the
Yeah.
game first,
Yeah, yeah. It would be great if they jump out with their Panzerfausts, start coming at
Nice.
you.
I don't think they have Panzerfaust in the tank, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be too much to ask, wouldn't it? So what are you going to build next? What's everyone building? You're building Ancients, right? You're stuck.
Yeah, I'm stuck in that for the next 2 weeks, I think.
Okay, and Phil, are you more Blood Red Skies or what are you doing?
Yeah, I have some B-25 bombers on order that I'm waiting for actually for that. So that
Hmm.
I don't think they'll arrive by the 17th, but I want something other than just single seat fighters.
Now, did you guys ever have the Intellivision B-17 bomber game?
No.
Do you remember that game? Okay.
Bombs away. Watch
Right.
out for flak. Yeah.
Every time I hear that B-17 bomber.
Well, I always remember that. Watch out for flak.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty rudimentary, wasn't it?
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
times though. I
Yeah,
was
good times.
enthralled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't believe we were enthralled. Now you look back at that and think,
I
wow,
know.
we
Some
are.
squares on a TV screen.
Yeah, talking about, oh gosh, 8-bit machines. Yikes. So what am I doing? I'm going to finish this Flak 88.
Okay.
I did a couple snipers, so let's see how well this
Did
camera
you
picks up
buy?
the
Now I
sniper.
noticed they sell. Oh yeah, there he goes.
No,
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 can't
no,
see it. Can't see
no,
it. Can't.
can't see. Not worth seeing.
Oh there.
Oh,
Oh, I can
Oh, there
get
he is.
close to
There
it.
he is.
Yeah,
There he
yeah.
is.
Not too
Nice.
shabby. I did
yeah.
There you go.
yeah. And then I did another guy, which is part of the set, right? This is the British sniper team.
The
Really like this.
ghillie
Yeah, the ghillie
suits.
suits.
Nice.
Yeah. And this is done with contrast paints and then ultra highlight them. It's just
Easy.
obviously we don't have a lot of good light here where we can show these off, but no, we're not gonna get that. That's the
Now,
next stage of this podcast, right? We'll have another camera set up and then
yeah, we'll get
add
the
it to
side views.
yeah.
The 88 that you bought, did you buy the Army, the Here, the SS? Which one did you? I noticed they sell different 88s.
I bought the 8th Army,
Okay, 8th
so they're
Army.
all in shorts.
Nice.
I'm figuring it's really hot September, at
Nice.
Stonebridge, and
Look-
they're all.
You mean the Africa Corps, not the Eighth Army?
Yeah. Oops.
Oopsie. Oopsie.
Eighth Army had 25-pounders.
Nice.
Yeah, the Africa Corps one. Yep.
They're just wearing their lederhosen. They're, you
Yeah,
know,
they're just wearing their it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark uniforms. It's the best
There you
way
go.
to explain it, yeah.
there you go.
So I'll be painting that up, and I got a motorcycle because apparently that's going to be something too.
Well, if you just leave it that yellow, dark yellow, then you could use it in the desert and in
Yeah.
the
But
sun bridge.
I
But
don't like painting desert. I like Europe, and yeah, I know
I got you.
that's the way it is. All right,
got
so
you.
when are we meeting again for our 13 listeners?
Nice. It'll sound like end of the month, next month. I'm not sure the holidays that I think there's a holiday at the end of next month.
Yeah, there's Easter coming up.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the 7th.
Oh yeah, so we should do the start. Yeah, the start of April will be great. 7th works
Okay.
for me.
Yeah.
7th works for me. So we'll post probably on the 8th.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, any last words, Mark? I mean, not last words. You're gonna live tomorrow, so
I hope so. I mean, that's a plan. Last words, just keep plugging away on all your stuff so we can see it at the table.
okay. And Phil.
Keep playing games. I mean, that's why we're here.
That's right. That's right.
Except for you,
Build the
Paul.
community.
Yes,
Build the
there
community.
it's good.
Yeah, we need to get some more numbers and show people that it's just really fun. It's face to face and lots of fun.
Yeah. Let people know about this podcast for sure.
Yeah. All right. Till the 7th. Bye
All
bye.
right.